Hi, and welcome to Fall Asleep with Henrik. I'm Henrik, and you're sleepy, and it is what it is. What happens, happens, and right now, there is nothing we can do about it. Let's go. Hi, sleepy. Hi, and welcome back to my humble abode. I'm Henrik, and as usual, you don't have to do anything. Your job here is done, and you can just relax. Close your eyes or keep them wide open, staring into the ceiling. You can do whatever you want while I do the talking and being your messy mind for a while. It can be evening, it can be morning, it can be midday. It's very nice to see you, or rather, I don't see you. I kind of see you. I kind of feel like I see you, but I don't really, because I'm not a magical wizard. I wish I were, though. It would be wonderful to be a magical wizard. I could put that on my business card. Henrik Ståhl, magical wizard. But I am not. I am just an old man. I'm going to stop with this reference to myself as an old man. People get provoked when I say that I see myself as old. I'm not. But it's... When I was 18, I remember saying... I made a recording with my friend. We were in my room and we made a recording just for fun on an old tape recorder. And we talked about what our expectation were for life ahead. And I said that I had a very clear image about where I was going. And within that concept, within that context, I referred to myself as an 18-year-old, 80-year-old. And I remember my friend he couldn't really take that in. When you're 18, you're 18, you know. And I can think back and I can feel kind of provoked about the fact that I saw myself as this 80-year-old. Because now I'm 50, and I mean, if I was 80 when I was 18, how old am I now? I mean, go figure. Today is one of those days when it feels difficult to talk, to do this podcast. My head feels empty. I don't know what to say really. But you don't have to worry. There will be things. Things will be said. I will invent something. But right now, it feels rather... I've been a bit afflicted by worldly things. I've let the world blow into me. I've allowed time to rush and to be stretched within. It has, simply put, been a rather dizzy day for me, full of all sorts of feelings of every kind and varied nature and all that. So if you just give me a few seconds to get into character, and then we shall see to it that it goes well. Or rather, it's not your responsibility. It's fully mine. You're free now, sleepy. You're on vacation, so to speak. You're off. When my daughter comes home from school and it's Friday, there's this spark in her eyes. And that spark is not there when it's regular weekday. She comes home and throws off her school things and sits in the couch with her snack. And I can hear from her breathing that peace settles over her. And that's really fantastic as a parent to experience this. Yeah, she's like a peace radiator. Do you know what makes me happy, Sleepy? I am happy that I get to be here when she comes home. Because, yeah, depending on the day, she goes to school different length every day. So sometimes when she comes home from school, I am in the middle of my work day. Since I work, like, the studio is, either I work from home in my apartment or I work in the studio where her mother lives. So I am, like, I could be very well involved in work, creative work. And it's sometimes difficult because I think she thinks that, well, since dad is home, he's off, he's only here for me, to serve me with various things, fix snacks and such. And then there can be tensions, and I get irritated because I'm in the middle of my job. And that's one of the things that I never really seem to learn. I never really seem to get better at this balance between working from home and being a parent at home. But what I'm so happy about is that despite that, I get to be there and hear that pleasant sigh when she sits down on the sofa and truly has, her own time. And I hope that you can also sigh with relief, Sleepy. You have nothing to do now, nothing to fix. You have turned off the world, maybe even turned off your phone, or at least placed it face down. You have decided that you will give yourself permission to do nothing more than to listen to my voice and drift. That is, yeah, sort of a sigh of relief. I can't know what it must feel like to be you. That's a shame, really. I would love to. I don't know what it must feel like when you, well, if you have a very physically demanding job, as people still have today all over the world. Maybe you work in a factory carrying heavy things, or standing at a conveyor belt all day. Maybe you work with things outdoors in all weathers. Maybe you pick tomatoes or carry sacks of cement. Maybe you set up scaffolding or dig ditches or build roads. You may be a midwife, delivering babies at all times of day and night. Or you're a nurse. So many nurses. You're on your feet for like 12 hours, running from one bed to another, saving lives, tending, comforting, lifting, turning, drawing blood, starting IVs, printing labels, taking calls, being shouted out, being shouted.